You're welcome back to Channel Sport this morning. There's a full house now. That's because Tonte Davies and Telema Davies have now joined us to talk about what's going on in the world of sport. It's great to have you, Tonte.
Thank you very much.
Telema, it's great to have you as well.
Thank you very much.
No problems at all with identifying you guys.
Yeah, because one is not wearing glasses. Yeah, and you don't have to wear the same shirt. I love that.
Good like that. During the break, we saw highlights from the Eco Beach Soccer tournament.
Yeah, of course, it happens to be the third edition of the Eco Beach Soccer Invitational Tournament, and it's going to be holding from 22nd of this month. 8 teams are actually competing at this one at the Landmark Beach Complex in Lagos. Of course, Lagos FA are the ones organizing it, and the teams that will be taking part in this year's event happens to be FC Bescola, NAC Boys, you have Stationery Stores, Colin Edwin, Remo Stars, you have Smart City Academy, Messiah Academy, and Eco Football Future Stars will also be competing. The press conference was held on Tuesday, and the LSFA boss, talking about Sheyi Akinwumi, who also doubles as the first vice president of Nigerian Football Federation, says this year will be partnering, with the Landmark event, and that's the reason they will be playing it right there. Thaddeus is also, you also heard him talking about the game and all that, how each of it will be played on league basis and all that, 2 groups with 4 teams each before you can determine the finalists. So what Lagos State is actually doing is a good one. We don't have a bigger league, but this they're doing every year. The 3rd edition hopefully can have, not just leaving it as a mini league. You can, bring it further, because we know that most people who are playing beach soccer for Nigeria play with the usual, NPFL team and all. Then when it's time for them to play beach soccer, they go to, camp and try to play on sand for 1 month, then they go for the championship.
Yeah, and it's actually important that, based on structure, you come up with a full-fledged beach soccer program. Because ordinarily, running on the sand is actually a lot of work. You can imagine, with your leg being, you're sinking in, or the sand holding you back from moving ahead. So those are technicalities that are demanded of a player when playing beach soccer. And you expect that there should be a league that runs on a consistent basis, on a regular basis, so that from that process or through that chain, you're able to build a proper a team going internationally.
Yeah, so this is basically a start. So obviously,
yes, it is.
Going forward, it's going to have to be a proper league.
Absolutely. It's really important that the Lagos State FA is taking this step. We want to see this replicated at national level, but this is a good step in the right direction. And it's really important because it will help with transition. Like you mentioned earlier, we have notable players who are plying their trade with traditional clubs in the MPFL, but we want to have a league specific for beach soccer, and this way it will aid the transition process, serving as a conduit through which players are discovered, scouted, and taken straight into the national teams or even professional teams, whichever the case is. So it really is key that this is happening at this stage.
I imagine that's the plan of the authorities, as the plan of the organizers going forward. That's why we always, doff our hat to what's his name now, Aziz, and the likes are playing the NPFL. And when it's time to play the beach soccer, they go and represent Nigeria, and they do well. They qualify for the World Cup. This guy's remarkable stuff they're doing. So that's why we leave it at that with the Eco Beach Soccer Tournament. We're still talking football, still on the home front. This time the Nigeria National League is finally going to kick off today after several postponements. And I said it at the start of the show that, yeah, you would understand if I'm still skeptical until there's actually a ball being kicked later today. You would understand that, because the way
the most important league in Nigeria. Why are you like this? Come on.
No, but you understand what I'm saying, though.
Got that.
Exactly. Several postponements and they've had issues and all that, but it looks like everything has been resolved now, and today we're going to get to see match day 1 games across all venues.
Yeah, but I think I want to hone down on the issue of the postponement of the league, from over time, and that's actually a cause for concern. And if as a brand, as a sponsorship brand, that would worry me, because I'm wondering what is the issue. And definitely you go back to administrative and political matters. And that is not good for a brand's image. So I feel that, not just what I feel, I believe that a proper structure, you know, a well-defined regulatory framework will spell out when the league should start, when it should end. It should tell us when there should be breaks, if at all, and how long it should run, how many games should be played in a week. Consistently. When you see things like this, people coming out and postponing the scheduled date of the... It's
you put some sponsors, like you said.
Yeah,
they
don't have a sponsor right now. I mean, the sponsor is put out.
Truth be told, who would actually jump in on such a platform? It's not attractive. That's the truth. It is not attractive. So we need to be coordinated. We need to be structured. We need to ensure that we're developing a product. Right now, what we have across most of our properties are not products.
Okay, they're not sellable.
They're not.
All right, now, I hope this particular season, 2019, they call it 2018 and 2019 season, will be sellable. Let's take a look at what week 1 is looking like, starting from Group A1. Kaduna United, they have a bye, and also they're not playing
already.
They'll be playing tomorrow because you have some teams actually playing. You know, they use the same stadium and all that. Then NAF FC and EFCC will be in action. Malum Fashi and Delta Force.
How many Delta Forces?
I think it's the Kada City now. You know, Delta Force went up. They need to change it. So Kada City is now. Why are you guys smiling? Why are you laughing? So that's what it is in Group A1. So let's move to Group A2. FC Taraba, of course, also having a bye, and also will be playing their next game later. Kogi United and Yamalite FC. You have Zamfara and Jigawa Golden Stars will also be in action. Moving to Group A3, now you also have other games for today. Real Stars having a bye, Green Berets and Bimbo FC in action. Rara and Road Safety will also be in action today. The last one, Group A4 in the Southern Conference, you have this one, Gidado and Mighty Jets, ABS and Sokoto. You have Adamawa and Afro Sandy International FC. That's coming from the Northern Conference. And let's go to the Southern Conference, of course, where you have these teams. Group B1, you have Giant Bilas, and they're having a bye. 3SC and Abia Comments, of course, you know, 3SC. Hopefully they can be one of those teams that will get to the playoffs and also get a ticket to the MPFL. Bayelsa United and Oshu United will also be in action. In B2 now, you also have other teams that are playing today. Aqua Starlets and Josie FC, J Ateti and 36 Lions. Stationary Stores and the Sapele Lions will also be in action today. B3 also, you have Inewi United having a bye. Rovers and Dynamite, Gateway United, and of course Ekiti United will also be in action in B3. Now the last one, B4, Crown FC having a bye. Warri Wolves and Ibom Youth, Word of Life and Lamra United. These are the games for week 1 of the Nigerian National League, the abridged version. The thing is, at the end of it, you have Group A winner and Group B winner who face each other. Group A3 and Group A4 will also facing each other. That's in the Southern Conference. Northern Conference also, the same thing will happen. Then those two who win their group will qualify for the playoffs. And once they qualify for the playoffs, then the winners will now get into the MPFL. That's the 4 best teams who get into the MPFL. Then 8 clubs from the NLO will also be promoted to NNL. And 8 teams from the MPFL, of course, some want to drop into the NNL. That's the pointers for the Nigeria National League, the format for this season.